you want to study aldehyde, ketones, and carboxylic acid? The option 1 is electrochemistry.
First term portion is over.
Yes.
Then can we revise?
अरे revise अभी क्यों? अभी exam है क्या? You have exams near or what?
No, but it's coming close, and next month we'll start school offline. Like not everyone. Yeah.
So
then there'll be no time, no?
why there will be no time?
Only 1 month.
अरे you will have MCQs only ना.
Yeah, but
Let us
still.
not revise now. Let us do
We
at
can
least
do
after.
it.
Okay, fine. At least after one chapter, can we revise at least after completing one chapter? Any one of these, electrochemistry or aldehyde, ketone, carboxylic acid. You will have examination.
Electrochemistry.
Okay. So, yep. I don't know how to make a poll here. Fine. Those who want electrochemistry, raise your hand. Those who want electrochemistry, raise your hand. Nobody wants electrochemistry. Mariam. Okay. Just Mariam. No one else. Fatima also wants electrochemistry. Okay. Okay. The others don't want electrochemistry. Nazira. What? Abir also want. Okay. Now everyone wants electrochemistry. So aldehyde, ketone, carboxylic acid. It's some. I mean, it is from organic chemistry chapter. So 3 wants it. We don't have Ahmed and Sania here, so they are absent. Now electrochemistry is going to win now. That is fine. So should we start electrochemistry then? Okay, tell me, when will be your terminal examinations, first term examinations?
November to December.
November to December, no? Okay,
yes,
November to December, and
November second week. I think it
yes,
was. Someone told me it is November second week.
mid of November. Nazira is also saying mid of
I think
November.
it was Azam sir. Yeah.
Azam sister.
He
Okay,
was
Azam
saying
sir told you that.
Yeah, he was saying in physics class like second week or something.
But the CBSE has given something. What is there? Not let me open that. I don't have that PDF as of now, I guess. No, this is just the portion one. Okay. This is just the portion one. We had a okay, yeah. You guys have a circular now in which they have said that from November to December. I don't remember. They will give you 15 days time period. Right? You will get the timetable for examination, and after 15 days you will have the examination, right? Something like that.
Not sure.
Not sure, no? CBSE said that they will give 15 days notice or 10 days notice. I don't remember. 15 or 10 days notice. Okay. Yeah. So today now what we can do is just start a bit of electrochemistry, sort of introduction to electrochemistry. Then no hard parts here, just the easy parts, introductions. Then we can start with of electrochemistry in the later classes. So please write in the notebook electrochemistry. Electrochemistry. Now this chapter electrochemistry, obviously you can see that it has some parts in which there is electro and chemistry. Basically this chapter deals with energy. Don't write anything here, okay? Energy. Now if you see chemistry overall or any science subjects, it either deals with energy or matter. Okay, these are the only two things which you have in the universe, that is energy and matter. Okay, either you will be studying about energy or you will be studying about matter, and kind of link between these two things are time. Somewhere in between comes time factor. So time factor you will study in chemical kinetics. We have been studying matter all in our 12th standard. We have matter all over, right? We have solid state, that is also about matter. Solutions, that is also about matter. So electrochemistry is about energy. After that, what do we have after this? Okay, I'm forgetting that. Okay, after electrochemistry is chemical kinetics. After chemical kinetics, we have sixth chapter, that is, I guess, surface chemistry. Surface chemistry is also regarding, okay, it is also about matter. Ah, so both, most of the times you will be either studying about matter or energy, and in between somewhere it will come, that is time. What will come? It is time. Now, energy, you can only study two things about energy. You can either study the transfer of energy from one body to another, or you can study the transformation of energy. Okay, a transfer of energy from one body to another, you have studied this in physics and chemistry as in thermodynamics. Right? In thermodynamics, what happens? Transfer of heat. And in transformation, you will study what? For example, you have chemical energy, you will change this chemical energy to electrical energy, and back this electrical energy to chemical energy. You can change light energy to electrical energy, and also vice versa. The bulb that you have, it is changing electrical energy to light energy. Now what is happening when I'm speaking, it is taking the sound energy, it is transforming it to electrical energy in the electronic circuit. Then again it is getting, I don't know what happens, it is again getting transmitted to some kind of electromagnetic waves in form of data, and then it again reaches to your side in sound energy back to you. Now this chapter deals with the transformation of energy and transformation of chemical energy to electrical energy. Okay, and also electrical energy to chemical energy. Now, anything which does the transformation of energy, anything which does the transformation of energy, it is known as cell. Cell is responsible. Cell is responsible for the transformation of energy. Now, from chemical energy to electrical energy, we will study about galvanic cell. From electrical energy to chemical energy, we will study about electrolytic cell. We'll study about electrolytic cell. Okay. So please write a kind of introduction to this chapter. The first line that you will write is electrochemistry. Please write this with me. Electrochemistry is the study of production of electricity from energy released by spontaneous reaction let us say chemical reaction, make it foolproof. Chemical reaction and the use of electrical energy to bring about a non-spontaneous chemical reaction. chemical reaction. Transformation of chemical energy to electrical energy is done by galvanic cell. Transformation of electrical energy to chemical energy is done by electrolytic cell. Let me know when you're done. Okay, also one more line you can write here is, I mean, both this galvanic and electrolytic cell, they can be known as transformations between chemical energy and electrical energy is done by electrochemical cell. Okay, these galvanic cell and electrolytic cell are two different types of electrochemical cell. Okay, the transformation between here, it is between, not two, from and to. Okay, this between chemical and electrical energy. Okay, Fatima, and okay, everyone is done.
No, sir.
Yeah.
What is this CE and EE?
Electrical energy. CE is chemical energy. Electrical energy is EE is electrical energy. Are you guys done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you remember this reaction in which you had this is, you can say, now tell me what solution is this? You remember in 8th standard or 7th standard, you had a reaction in which you dipped zinc rod in copper sulfate solution?
Yes.
Yes. Now what happened to that zinc rod and to that copper sulfate solution if you dip that? You remember that?
The zinc will deposit.
Zinc will,
The copper will deposit on the road.
yeah, on the rod, what will happen? The copper will deposit. So after a few minutes, not a few minutes, I guess it takes a long while. Doesn't happen so quickly. But this solution, it will become colorless, and this zinc rod that you had, it will become black, means that copper had deposited in this rod. Okay, it's not like this. Now if you realistically do this experiment, now this solution does not become completely colorless, but you can see a change in the shade of blue. It is blue here, it is still very light blue here, and it becomes almost no blue in the after a few minutes you dip in the zinc rod. Now what is happening here? Does someone remember what is happening here? You have this zinc, and this
Something.
is SO4. Now, when you have zinc,
Displacement.
displacement is happening, but we will look at what is happening at individual level with zinc and copper sulfate. Now, when you dip zinc in an aqueous solution, it finds that it can liberate some electrons. So it becomes Zn 2 plus 2 electron. Now, what happens with CuSO4? We know that CuSO4 is not present as CuSO4. It is Cu2 plus and SO4 2 negative. Now, when Cu2 plus sees this 2 electron, it eats those electron and get Cu solid. Now you have a displacement reaction that we say. Now if you write this, it will be Cu2 plus, I can eliminate this 2 electron and this 2 electron, plus zinc, and you get Zn 2 plus Cu solid. Now if you also want to include this SO4 2 negative, which is nothing, it is doing nothing in the reaction, it is just a spectator ion. Okay, it is just a spectator ion. So SO4 2 negative is with CuSO4 initially. When you add zinc, what happens? You get Zn. Now Zn is 2 plus. It will attach with SO4 2 negative to make ZnSO4, and this copper will be in solid form. And this you say is a displacement reaction. Right? This is a displacement reaction. Now, as you can see, what is happening is from the zinc rod, the electrons are moving to Cu2 plus. Okay, the electrons are moving to Cu2 plus. Now, this is happening just inside a particular beaker. What we can do is that we can attach these two things with some kind of line or some kind of wire, and then we can generate some electricity. But because what will happen from zinc, the electron will get transferred and it will reach to Cu. Now, this was the initial idea when they were studying and the electrochemistry was in its infant stage. This was they had this idea that we can link this zinc rod and Cu2 plus with a wire or something. So they came up with a arrangement, and now this becomes very hard because I have to draw cells here. No, I will not draw like that. You have to wait, okay? Just be patient. And then I have to draw like this. No, wait a second. I can use, okay, what I can do is I can make something like this, and after that I can make something else which is of similar size. Try to make it of similar size. It is almost similar. We have these two boxes, and I can erase those parts, right? I can erase those parts. I can use this one. I can do it like this. Yeah. So now you have two boxes here. In the first box, you have a solution of ZnSO4, and you dip a zinc rod in it. You have a zinc rod here. Change its color. Let me, brown is more copper-like, and gray. I don't have gray, so I will use black for zinc. Zinc is almost like silvery type of color, grayish color. And here you have, this is zinc rod. Solution has Zn2 plus and SO4 2 negative. This is Cu rod, and here you have Zn, sorry, not Zn, CuSO4, Cu2 plus SO4 2 negative. Now what we do, we attach these two things with wire. So we'll take a wire like this and attach this to the copper terminal here, and let us also add a bulb here. Let's also add a bulb here. Now we are set with everything, right? Now we are set with everything. Now, first of all, what will happen? This zinc, this will start giving electrons, right? It will start giving electrons. Now the reaction will happen in which the Zn will convert into Zn 2 plus 2 electron, right? Zn 2 plus 2 electron. Now this electron is in this terminal, is starting to go this way. Okay. Now it will reach the copper rod. Okay. Now as soon as it reaches the copper rod, now will the copper eat the electron? Tell me. Will the copper eat the electron? Yes, Mariam. Will the copper eat the electron?
Yes.
Now this electron will meet. No, it will meet how many things? It will meet the copper rod solid. It will also meet Cu2 plus, and it will also meet SO4 2 negative. Now in the chat, please tell me now, A, B, or C. Who will eat A, B, or C in the chat, please? Who will eat the electrons? Yeah, okay, okay, fine. Also, please keep in your mind, negative and negative charge, they would repel each other. Okay, so please keep the charges in mind. Yeah, Fatima, correct? Yes, Mariam, now it is correct. Abir, it is correct. Amalya, SO4 2 negative is also negatively charged. Electron is also negatively charged. So they will not even come near to each other. Now, if they are not coming near to each other, how will the SO4 2 negative eat the electron? So only thing which is able to eat the electron or consume the electron is Cu2 plus, because copper, again, copper is a metal. Metal has the tendency to, please complete the sentence. Metal has the tendency to lose electron, right? Lose electron. Yeah, very good. Lose electron. Metals lose electron. They do not eat electron. So copper won't eat. Why? Because it is a metal. SO4 2 negative will not eat. Why? Because it is having a negative charge. The only candidate who can eat the electron is Cu2 plus. Can eat the electron is Cu2 plus. Okay. So in this side of this cell, there is a reaction which is happening, which is Cu2 plus 2 electron. This is giving you, what is this giving? Cu solid. And this side there is a reaction in which Zn is giving you Zn2 plus 2 electron. Okay. Now what is this? Loss of electron or gain of electron? The first reaction, Zn reaction, is it a loss of electron or gain of electron? Abir?
The loss of electron.
Okay, now loss of electron is known as what? Oxidation or reduction?
Oxidation.
Very good, oxidation. So this is oxidation. Okay. Now what is happening in the other side of the compartment, other side of the cell? The other compartment, we are getting reduction. Correct? What we are getting a reduction, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now see, now do you think the bulb should light up, right? The bulb should light up, correct or not?
Yes, sir.
It should light up. Now it did light up. It did lit up or light up? Lit up. It did light up. Did will come with light up. Now it won't have two parts. Yeah. It did light up, but after only a few seconds or minute, again it was off. Okay. Now what happened? The light is again off. Now the scientists became curious why it is off again. We have everything set up. Now they thought that we will be having unlimited energy, right? We can have unlimited energy because we are using a chemical reaction. So what happened was, see, what is happening in this compartment? In this compartment, we are having already Zn2 plus, and then there is SO4 2 negative, right? There is SO4 2 negative. This is having a positive charge, this is having 2 negative charge. Now, when this reaction is happening, now Zn2 positive, what is this doing? It is increasing the concentration of Zn2 plus. Is that right or not?
Yes.
Now, if the concentration of Zn2 plus will increase, what will happen? This will become charged, right? And nothing wants to be charged, correct? If Zn2 plus will increase, and see, for example, let us say there are 100 Zn2 plus initially. So there will be also 100 SO4 2 negative. Okay, before dipping the Zn rod. Now, as soon as I start dipping the Zn, Zn rod, what will happen? This will increase and it will become, let us say, 200 Zn2 plus. But the SO4 2 negative is constant. It is how much? SO100 SO4 2 negative. So what is happening? There is an extra positive charge here. We need to neutralize it. And if we don't neutralize it, what will happen? This reaction Zn, which is getting converted into Zn2 plus, it won't happen more, right? It will stop happening and we will reach a point of equilibrium. And when we reach a point of equilibrium, this reaction won't take place. The concentration of Zn2 plus will be constant now and no electron will be flowing in the wire. Also, now what is happening in this compartment? This compartment, you can also see that we had Cu2 plus, for example, let us say 100 Cu2 plus in the starting, and we had 100 SO4 2 negative also. Now this concentration of Cu2 plus will be decreasing. For example, let us say it became 50 because Cu2 plus is getting converted into copper solid. Now what will happen here? We will have here there is extra positive charge. Now also listen, if you have extra positive charge here, see the electrons are negatively charged. The extra positive charge in the solution, it will hold back the electron to flow in the wire. Is that right or not? Right or not? You need water. If you have positive charge in the compartment ZnSO4, if you have positive charge here, extra positive charges, then the electrons will be stopped by that positive charge, right? It will pull the electrons.
Yes, sir.
Now, here we have what? Here we have 100 SO4, 2 negative. Now, if this becomes negatively charged, what will happen? It will push the electron away from itself and then the electrons won't flow in the wire. So they came up with a solution. They said that what if we add something and it will erase this positively charged Zn compartment, oxidation compartment, which is getting positively charged, and here we are getting negatively charged. Okay, fine. They said that let us add something of negative charge from this side. See, electrons are flowing here. We can also make a flow of ions, and they inserted a salt bridge that we say. Okay, this is a salt bridge. So this is a bridge. In this bridge, we have KCl. Okay, now tell me, will KCl will be in the form of KCl or it will be in the form of K plus and Cl negative? It will be in the form of K plus and Cl negative. Okay, now you understand that this is positively charged. Okay, right? This is getting positively charged and this part is getting negatively charged, right? And that is why they are stopping the flow of electrons. Now what will happen? Let me write it like this. You have K positive and Cl negative, right? So this Cl negative will flow towards the oxidation part of the electrochemical cell. The K positive will flow towards the reduction part, that is Cu compartment, the copper compartment, and it will neutralize this negative charge, right? K plus is coming with positive charge, Cl negative is coming with negative charge. Cl negative will neutralize this positive charge in this compartment and K plus will neutralize this negative charge in this compartment. Now we have the electrochemical cell set up and now the bulb will keep on glowing and it won't turn off until unless we have completely, okay, what will happen if the Zn rod is completely thin and there is no zinc left, then only the cell will stop, otherwise it won't stop, right guys? You understand what happened? शुरू से आखिर तक, from start to end? Okay, what about others? Abir, Amalia, Fatima, Nazira? Okay, so I will write point wise. Okay, I will write each thing point wise. So this is very important that you understand how the electrochemical cell works. Okay, now while I'm writing these points, you don't have to draw this structure. Now we will be drawing this type of structure many times, but please write the working of electrochemical cell. Okay, working of, rather it is a galvanic cell, so we will write a galvanic cell, working of galvanic cell. Working of galvanic cell. This is a qualitative picture. What does qualitative picture mean? The qualitative picture, it tells you about whether there will be a flow of electron or not. It doesn't tell you how much electron will be flowing, how much electricity would be generated, right? We will be studying those aspects. We will do numericals also on that, but in later classes, not today. So today only you have to have a qualitative picture, like how the galvanic cell works. Okay, so in starting, what happens? The first step is zinc rod Dc2 loses 2 electrons. The reaction that is happening is Zn is giving Zn2 positive plus 2 electrons. The 2 electrons travel through wire and reach the copper compartment. The copper compartment. There they are greeted by 3 species. Okay, the first one is copper solid. Second is SO4 2 negative. The third one is Cu2 plus. Now what happens? Doesn't consume electron as it is a metal. Okay, as it's a metal. SO4 2 negative doesn't consume electron as it is negatively charged. Cu2 plus doesn't, okay, now it consumes electrons, right? It consumes 2 electrons as it is positive charged. The reaction, okay, this is oxidation. Now this reaction here, it is Cu2 plus 2 electron gives you Cu solid. This is reduction. The spontaneous redox reaction, when you have these two reactions simultaneously happening, reduction and oxidation, the above redox reaction is spontaneous and hence releases energy which gets converted to electrical energy. Okay, it gets converted to electrical energy. Then the bulb glows for a while and then stops glowing. Meaning the flow of electron from zinc to copper compartment also stopped. Please write this. Let me know when you are done. Raise your hand when you are done, okay? Okay, Amalia is done. Okay, Mariam is done. Waiting for Fatima and Nazira. Okay, everyone is done. Now here you will write reason for the stop of flow of electron. Stop a good word. Halt, I guess. Halt of flow of electron. Okay. First reason is that in the zinc compartment, the constant conversion of zinc to Zn2 plus made it positively charged, which held the flow of electrons. Towards the Cu compartment. Now in the copper compartment, what happened? The constant conversion of Cu2 plus copper solid made it negatively charged, which pushed the electrons away. Now what was the solution? The solution, it is known as salt bridge. Okay, the solution is the salt bridge. Why salt bridge? Because in that we put a salt, okay? A bridge consisting of salt, usually KCl, amalgam. It is amalgam means paste like KCl, okay? It is not aqueous, it is amalgam means paste like. Usually KCl, amalgam. Was introduced which what happened was introduced. Let us write another statement now. Was introduced the K plus ion migrated towards the negatively charged Cu compartment the Cl negative ions migrated toward the positively charged Zn compartment which made both the compartments electrically neutral and the flow of electrons was resumed. Okay. Solution as in problem ka solution. Okay. This solution is not chemistry solution. This is problem ka solution. Solution of the problem. Okay. Please raise your hand if you are done. We will not do anything else. Just complete this. Then from tomorrow on we will start it. Okay. Electrochemistry. Then we will look also on the quantitative picture. Why we are putting Zn, why Zn is losing the electrons, why copper is not losing the electrons. We will also talk about those statements, okay? And we'll also talk about the reasons there. Amalia is done. No, don't draw the diagram. No, Mariam. But okay, one thing is that you won't have any classes on Wednesday, but please keep that Wednesday slot available. Okay. Please keep that Wednesday slot available. If you want to have some extra classes, then we can have that on Wednesday. Okay. But as of now, it is off. And you don't have to draw the diagram. Okay, everyone is done. Waiting for Mariam and Nazira. Okay, Mariam is also done. Nazira is also done. Okay, fine. Thank you very much. Okay, did everyone follow, right? Everyone understands now electrochemistry.